Here we are, BITD, Arizona, the start of Vegas to Reno 2019. We're ready, car's ready, team's very prepared. It's going to be a hot day. First 20 to 50 miles, it's kind of single track, definitely dusty. Everybody's going to be in a line, and we don't need to push it at that point, but as soon as it opens up, then we'll kind of try and pace where the leaders are and see where we end up. When we started Vegas to Reno, everything was great. We went about 35 miles, keeping pace with everybody in the dust, which was horrible, by the way. But shortly after that, we had a vibration in the driveline that got worse and worse. We finally just turned off the four-wheel drive completely and ran 430 miles of the race in two-wheel drive. Running two-wheel drive the whole race is kind of normal for us. We seem to have to have done that a few races this year. And the rest of the race went just fine, with the exception of losing the charging system. So with a weak charging system, we had to manage some temperatures and speeds and manage all the accessories in the car. The one thing that was really bad, had to turn off our helmet clean air systems, which really made the temperatures an issue. Again, the one thing that seems to bite us every single race is the last 15 miles. So 15 miles before the end, we broke a piece of the rear suspension on the car and had the whole back corner drop and sit on the ground. We had no choice but to limp it in. We're in a spot that we couldn't get the car fixed. So while we were trying to fix the car or limp it back, we had an 800 truck come up and ask if they could help us, but there was nothing they could really do, but it was super nice of them to have done that. Well, 10 miles later, at 2 miles an hour, we run into them stuck on one of the last hill climbs in the whole race. A muddy section, and they were buried all the way down to the diff. So we put our speed strap to good use and yanked on it for all it was worth and pulled that truck right out of the hole. And they were super excited. We were happy to help them. And maybe the good karma for pulling them out allowed us to finish the race. We'll definitely take that.
So,
Well, if you're going to bring it in on 3 wheels.
right. Missing a coil spring, right?
Yes, sir.
8,000 truck wanted to say that guy in that truck missing a coil spring is a bad man. He kept pulling and pulling and pulling. So he got me out.
We tested that front bumper, man. It was all we could do to get up the same hill on the other side. I'm like, there's no way we're pulling you up. Let's just try and yank it backwards. He had the thing almost on the limiter in reverse, just smoking the tires on his traction mats. And we just kept getting a big run at it, going backwards over and over and over and over again, 4, 5, 6 times at least before it plucked it out. But it was awesome.
That's awesome.
It's the least we could do. We ain't going anywhere fast.
Well, that's great. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, no problem.
How many were in the car the whole time?
What's that?
How many did you have in the car?
Just us.
Just the 2 of you?
Yeah.
Or your 2 finish bins?
Thank you very much
job.
for those. Appreciate
Congratulations.
it. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
When we started the 500, no, it's not the 500. There it is.
Here, let me get that bottom one for you.
We're 1877 shock therapy, going 505 miles. We'll see you in Carson City.
We're doing the even numbers, and they're doing the odds. So they're doing all the fueling, we're doing all the logistics and the viewing of the car at the pits, and hopefully don't see them too long.
You might need some shock therapy.
Yeah, exactly.